long before the pyramids of Egypt rose along the Nile, before the temples of Greece, before the stone circles of Europe. There was a place deep in the Sahara where ancient Africans watched the sky. Today, the Sahara Desert looks like a lifeless sea of sand. But thousands of years ago, it was completely different. The Sahara was green. Lakes filled its basins. Grasslands stretched across the horizon. Herds of animals roamed the landscape, and human communities moved with the seasons. This period is known as the Green Sahara. And during this time, one of the most remarkable prehistoric sites on Earth was built. It is called Nabta Playa. Hidden in the Nubian desert of southern Egypt, Nabta Playa contains one of the earliest known stone circles ever constructed by humans. These stones were placed here roughly 7,000 years ago. That makes them older than Stonehenge, older than the pyramids, and older than nearly every monumental structure in Europe. But what makes Nabta Playa truly extraordinary is not just its age. It is what the stones represent. The stones appear to align with the summer solstice, the moment when the sun rises at its northernmost point on the horizon. For the people living in the Green Sahara, this moment was critical, because the summer solstice marked the return of seasonal rains. Rain meant water. Water meant grass. Grass meant cattle could survive. In other words, the sky told them when life would return to the desert. So these ancient communities created a way to track the sky. They built a calendar. Not a calendar written on paper, not numbers on a page, but a calendar made of stone. When the sun rose in a specific position between the stones, the people knew the rains were coming. And when the rains came, life returned to the land. Archaeologists studying Nabta Playa discovered more than just stone circles. They found ceremonial cattle burials. They found pottery. They found hearths and evidence of repeated gatherings. This was not just a place where people lived. It was a sacred place where communities gathered to mark time itself. The people who built Nabta Playa were pastoral Africans who lived thousands of years before the rise of ancient Egyptian civilization. They moved with their cattle across the grasslands of the Sahara, following seasonal water sources. But they were also observers of the sky. They understood the patterns of the sun. They recognized that the movement of the heavens could predict the return of rain. And they built monuments to record that knowledge. In many ways, Nabta Playa represents one of the earliest steps in humanity's long relationship with astronomy.